The worldwide sports leader in mixed martial arts takes the week off, which sets the stage for the PFL to have their season finale episode this Friday, headlined by 6 title fights and 6 opportunities for fighters to win $1 million check after they're able to capture the title of their respective divisions. In the headlining act, we got Kayla Harrison taking on Larissa Pacheco for the third time in the PFL. And I'm very intrigued to see whether Pacheco has made the improvements required to defeat a fighter of Kayla Harrison's capabilities. Now, the last time that they met up was actually in the finale of the 2019 season for the PFL. And that night, Kayla Harrison came home with a decision victory. And now it's been 3 years. Now, they were scheduled to, at least a lot of people projected them to meet again in the finals of the 2021 edition of the season for PFL. But unfortunately, Larissa Pacheco missed weight for her first playoff bout, and she was removed from the tournament and ultimately could not seize that opportunity to fight Kayla Harrison once again. But here we are, a year removed from that debacle, and this is the matchup that people have been looking forward to. In the first fight, Kayla Harrison was a minus 1,700 favorite. In the second fight, she was a minus 1,600 favorite. And now we've had 3 years pass since that last meeting. And now we have Kayla Harrison around that minus 585 range, plus 425 or so for the Larissa Pacheco side. Now, Larissa, she actually made it to the UFC when she was 20 years old. Unfortunately, she lost her 2 fights, which were up against Jessica Andrade and Jermaine Durandamy, and she was subsequently cut from the promotion. She did get a chance to fight on The Ultimate Fighter, but she fell to the hands of Macy Chiasson, and then she ended up going on and fighting for other regional promotions, most notably for the PFL, where she has just been the bridesmaid to Kayla Harrison this entire time. Kayla Harrison, obviously a very successful Olympian in the judo realm, and she's successfully transferred over to the MMA world, where she's accrued a 15-0 record, as well as 2 PFL titles and $2 million checks from the PFL as well. Her skill set has very much translated to the MMA game with her ability to get her opponents to the ground, or control them from on top, and then eventually look for a finish, whether it's by ground and pound or via submission. She is very difficult to deal with from that top position. It's very difficult to deal with her strength, with which a lot of opponents seem to have trouble with. There was one of her opponents, the Russian lady Tanika. I'm probably butchering her name. I believe her first name was Marina. But that was the best effort anybody has put up against Kayla Harrison. And the fact that she kept working back to her feet. She couldn't get off the cage or get out of the grasp of Kayla Harrison, but at least she was able to get back to her feet and make Kayla have to work over the 15-minute mark, which that fight ended up going to. But her striking is improving. Her grappling is obviously improving on a fight-to-fight basis. And you got to believe the same thing for Larissa Pacheco, who's at 28 years old now, 26 years old, in that range. So you got to believe there's going to be improvements coming from her side. Can there be enough, though? Can she work her body to the point that she will be able to deal with the strength advantage that Kayla Harrison normally has? I just don't think so. So the way that I would look to attack this fight is actually looking at Kayla Harrison by decision. That's how she beat her the first 2 times. And that's how I'm thinking she's going to win this next time as well, because Larissa Pacheco is very difficult to put away. Pacheco has actually defeated every single opponent that she's faced since the last time she faced Kayla Harrison, and she's finished every single one. Her striking is improving, but when she's not going to have the opportunities to maximize her striking advantage here, that's where she starts to fall off the horse. And that's why Kayla Harrison will continue to take this fight to the ground over and over again. And there doesn't seem much that Pacheco can do to get off her back and deal with that. She had one instance, I believe it was in their second fight. I believe it was the third round, where she did get the back of Kayla Harrison, but we saw great defensive tactics from Kayla so that she could get out of that position and then reverse the position, get on top, and get back to work with what she's best at. So I don't think we see any difference here. I think Kayla Harrison rolls here. I will never advocate playing a minus 600 of any sort, especially considering that we really don't know if the improvements are really going to be there for Pacheco and she can pull off the upset. That's why I don't want to get tied to the minus 600. The way that I would be looking to play it is Kayla Harrison via decision. Now, on this Monday of fight week, there is no prop or odds for that specific method of victory for Kayla Harrison, but I'm assuming it's probably going to be around minus probably minus 150. Like if you can get minus 150 or better on that prop, I think it's worth taking a shot on. I don't think that Kayla will beat her or finish her. If she couldn't finish her 3 years ago, I don't think that there's a chance that she finishes her this time. So this should be a slow, drawn out fight, just as their past couple of fights have been as well. So Kayla Harrison will likely win this fight, win the $1 million prize once again, and she'll probably do it again next year. So there you guys go. The main event breakdown of the PFL of event this weekend. If you guys want the rest of the breakdowns, that's where you guys can find it on my Patreon. $5 a month, or actually $15 a month now for the regional promotion tier that I just released last week. So in this regional promotion tier, you're going to get full card breakdowns of PFL, LFA, CFFC, Cage Warriors, and Fury FC, 5 regional promotions that you'll get best bets and props article for every single fight, for every single card. I'm really dialed in with this stuff now, especially with the Bellator breakdowns, which will remain on the $5 tier. But in terms of the $15 tier, that's where you're going to get the diehards, the $15 a month for every single regional show that I just listed for you guys. So appreciate everybody that's already signed up to it. Appreciate everybody that's already upgraded to that tier. Now look for all those breakdowns to be coming over the next couple of weeks. I think we have LFA, CFFC, Cage Warriors, and Fury FC all in December. And I'll be covering every single one of those cards. I'll be dropping a main event breakdown as well, just as I did for this PFL card. But the rest of the breakdowns, you guys are going to have to check out the Patreon. I apologize, but don't worry. UFC and Bellator full card breakdowns, video versions will drop on the regular for you guys. Bellator 289 going down in the middle of December as well. So keep your eyes out for that too. Appreciate all the love. Appreciate all the support. Check out PFL this weekend, and good luck on your bets.